All right. We've got a spicy one here today. I call this deck Meme Twist. So the idea is uh, you start on M'Rika, you take her Nalo and Parathin, and you spin the wheel, but the only creatures that you can hit in your deck are two Greater Gargagnor. So you hit a Greater Gargagnor with uh, you put it into play with 5 energy and likely milled a lot of your deck in the process, and then you just start unearthing and playing cards to get M'Rika down to 0 to interchange her out to Shaper's Apprentice. Shaper's Apprentice can then continue using the Greater Gargagnor. You have Cleansing, which is pretty easy to dig out of your deck because Greater Gargagnor can recur it. You can also do the cleanse loop to lock out core opponents, maybe. But your cleansing can go on Maelstrom, although we really don't want to unless it's absolutely necessary, since our Magi can just cast it. It only if it's absolutely necessary to unearthing it with Greater Gargagnor, and we really need to do so, will we do that. What we want to put cleansing on is Agram's Plaything. So Agram's Plaything, Relic makes itself a creature. Good thing to twist into recurring your Greater Gargagnor. So you play sort of a creatureless, a pseudo creatureless strategy where you recur Greater Gargagnor, do Greater Gargagnor things, and just try and accrue enough value. Also have Kybar's Fang. We're a very creature light deck. If you get a Kybar's Fang going, it's really good. What did this deck get from the new promos? Got Shadow Empress. So Shadow Empress is a core Magi, weird in our Oroth Kybar's Teeth deck. But when you reveal her, if she's not your last when you would reveal her if she's not your last Magi, you put her back on the bottom of your Magi pile face down. So this deck lost Wessig's Spear to a Spear ban, but if you lose Shaper's Apprentice, go back to M'Rika, you can interchange to, you can potentially interchange to, or where you go to Shadow Empress, you go back to M'Rika. If you can spend M'Rika down, you can keep restoring her to starting at the end of every turn. So you have a way to help M'Rika fight better. And then hopefully when you get to Shadow Empress, you've maybe reshuffled your deck. You can like piece together like your one tomes for the one Cataclysm or one of the other removal spells to clear a board, Maelstrom, and close out a game. So let's see how it plays. Yeah, and so I would really like to go second, given the option. It looks like I only have a 1 in 3 chance of that happening. Because I have rolled a 3. Oh, never mind. He rolled a 1. I, in fact, have a 100% of that chance of that happening. So, we're going to... Okay, so Artie's playing Shalon first. Husp is actually hysterically terrifying for me, although he can't, okay, it's 3 different cards, and I can put one of them back in my deck, so actually Husp is not that bad. It can, yeah, I don't know that Husping me is actually even good. Yeah, it's hard to imagine what he would get out of my deck this turn that would make that would make Husp that great. It would have to be something worth paying a yeah, okay. So let's look at the top two. Shifting Tides could be bad. If okay, put them both on top. He did not want either going into my or oh no. He does want me not to have Tidal Wave. I yeah, I don't know what the other card was, so I guess I would find out when I search my deck for starting cards. I think Tidal Wave is a correct bin, and the Tidal Wave is a correct bin. Any Kybar's Teeth card is not. All right. So we have a Construct and a Husp. Okay, draw two cards, pass the turn, and it's back to me. Here's M'Rika. Energize to 17. Get a... Okay, so it was another Tidal Wave. So, okay, here's Nalo. Here's Parathin. Reveal to owner, none, and shuffle. Into my hand with you, draw some cards. A cleansing Maelstrom is it means that I do have a guaranteed cleansing Maelstrom Dream means I do have a guaranteed guaranteed ability to interchange out even with even with even if I kind of whiff on my Dream Twist, but I would really like to find a Stone Storm to just to I really like to find a Stone Storm to like six ball the entire board, and so this spends 7. All right. In the bin. Okay, Kybar's Fang. I did find a Stone Storm. I know what this costs again. Oh, discard X on it. So yeah, finding Stone Storm is pretty clutch here. I think I am pretty not worried about most Oroth removal. There's my precious boy. Like, imagine showing this to someone who primarily plays Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! That you can just do this on turn 1, and this deck is and then telling them that this deck is kind of a meme. All right. Do I want to keep this Maelstrom? There's one Maelstrom already in my graveyard. I think I am probably getting the cleansing back on my cleansing back as soon as I have access to a Plaything, which I don't yet. But I think cleansing is the card to discard. Discard cleansing, Stone Storm. Play it for X equals 6. Word is gone. And things are looking really good for the home team in this one. Yeah. All right. I am going to draw 2 cards, interchange. drew my Greater Gargagnor, which is actually fine. I think this is a spam. I think our viewer is a spam account. But that is okay. Like it's good to get our follower count up. We're passing the turn. Uh, but I will play along just until they try to sell me something, or sell me or you something. Uh, oh, an implosion. Okay, so that was actually okay. So he does actually have implosion crushing surf, which is kind of a feel bad, but it's not that bad. Uh, Probably. Oh, he's gonna Shifting Tides my deck. So I'm actually now glad that I drew this Greater Gargagnor. Uh, okay, I can't actually use the. I apparently can't use the Twitch chat through Streamlabs, but like it's fine. This is most likely a. This is most likely a spam account. I don't know how else one would have found this stream other than being a bot that shows up in. Okay, what did he? Okay, it's just gonna wash ashore on Forgotten Tales is a-okay with me. Um, what do I suppose he is doing? Oh, he's probably okay. Since I saw Nightmare Construct, my guess is that he is also doing the M'Rika Shadow Empress thing, and uh, probably similarly uh, make trying to make Splashed Maelstrom good enough to uh wait. I think he's supposed to be milling himself. Uh okay. He figured it out. Yes, okay, so Tums of the Great Library, Corathan, Severos. So he's trying to do some sort of he's trying to do a sort of Oroth core deck that plays enough cards that Murata can play, that if the interchange loop stops working, uh, he will. What did he get back from his? He got back his Husp, which is interesting. Crushing Surf. Okay. 07s for the Greater Garg. Um, yeah, so I'm energizing to 17. Do I Maelstrom for 2 here? Let's start with Orothean Goggles. Foresight. Reveal to owner, top 2. Relic Stalker, Forgotten Tales. Forgotten Tales gets back a non-spell and mills me. Relic Stalker is possibly good against him. All right. Um, all right. I think I don't actually want to unearth here. I'm gonna Maelstrom for two for x equals 1. It's a little aggressive. I probably wouldn't do this in a. I might not do this in a tournament. But uh, I'm gonna do it here. Energy to 5, energy to 10, and now draw some cards. And I'm gonna do it here just because it's been a long stream and trying to make this last game kind of a quick one. M'Rika is here. So he has 5 cards in hand, probably 8 after get retrieving starting. So it's possible that we could get hit by Implosion plus Crushing Surf again, but it would require nuking a lot of his hand. And I would then just start tailsing to, I would be able to Forgotten Tales, try to, yeah, I might just Forgotten Tales for Barqua's Bubble. Assuming my Greater Garg lives, I will probably Forgotten Tales for Barqua's Bubble to just protect it and try to turtle up. If I don't have a good Relic Stalker target, I may unearth the Stalker to get Fang. We'll see. We'll also see what I can goggles into the bin next turn. Find Finding a plaything would require both tails and yeah. Also, yeah, that I think the Maelstrom play was pretty aggressive. There are 2 more in the deck, so which but I really but it was probably too aggressive. Because not having one in hand when I get to Warada is probably catastrophic. But we'll see what happens. Uh, we have 2 more in the deck: Parathin, Husp, Shell. Right, choose an opposing Magi until the end of your next turn. Your Orothean creatures in play are not affected by that Magi's spells and powers. You cannot play Shell on your next turn. An opponent would discards 1 or more cards from your hand. You may okay, yeah. So we are seeing an implosion. Implosion for 2 is kind of weird, right? I guess he's just decided that these cards are not usable in the matchup. Maelstrom for 6 to interchange out. Cool. That's like inconvenient for me. It means that he has a Magi on 12. He is empty-handed. And empty-handed, I'm going to get a pretty decent attack here. You do retrieve starting cards with Warada. So that's actually kind of a cool thing about the I think Implosion is just like too bad in this deck to play it, but that is sort of a cool thing about this. So he has 4 cards in hand, including a Nalo and and an Implosion. Okay, energize my dreams to 5. Okay, so if I do this for... So Implosion for 3 is an effect I'm worried about. Husp is not an effect I'm worried about. Relic Stalker appears to not be doing anything. I guess it might just be oh, I can't unearth Barqua's bubble. Unearth can get me a Greater Gargagnor or a Kybar's or a Stone Storm or a Kybar's Fang. I think I'm probably holding off on Unearth. Or I guess I'm going to start by foresighting. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Reveal to owner top 2. Kybar's Fang, Forgotten Tales. All right. We're going to bin Forgotten Tales. I don't think I want another one. We're going to keep the Fang, I think. It's pretty good if we can. Oh, actually, no. We are going to bin that too. Yeah, because we're about to do that anyway. I should have done this in the other order, but I should have obviously milled myself first and then tried to manipulate the top of my deck. Uh, just sort of a uh, okay drum, which we kind of wanted. Oh, discard. Rock Slide, which is not great. And we're fine putting another third Kybar's Fang, Agram's Plaything. Okay. So non-spell card. I think it's just going to be Barqua's Bubble. Try to get a little more value off of my uh um try to get a little more value off of my Dream Balm. Be a little greedy here. I am going to unearth the cleansing and cleanse Plaything this turn. Attack here. Invulnerability, lose 1 less in the attack. Take that out. Oh, Barqua's Bubble does cost 2. Okay. Yeah, I should attack the Husp. I should attack the Husp and attack the Husp, leave the Parathin because I can't leave up Barqua's Bubble. Let's cover next turn. It requires 3 energy total. So uh, uh, we're just gonna vitalize and get this to 10. Hope it lives, and we're going to unearth. We're going to unearth the cleansing. And hope to there's a cleansing in here somewhere, right? That's the one underneath card. Sure, I saw one. No, I had one. I discarded it to. Didn't I discard a cleansing earlier this game? Did it accidentally get moved back to the deck when... I guess I'll just play through, though. Yeah, I think it should be in. I think there should be a cleansing in here. That kind of throws off my plan, but getting a backup Gargagnor is kind of fine. It's just big. It's hard to kill. We're gonna draw some cards and pass the turn. Okay, well, there's cleansing. There's also tomes, which means we really want this. I mean, we, for many reasons, really want this Greater Gargagnor to live. Uh, where if we get to keep this Gargagnor, then we get to cleanse Plaything, uh, ship the uh, ship the tomes to get a Plaything into hand. Mess around. We're probably not going to be Dream Twist. Well, we don't have a Garg in the bin anymore to Dream Twist back, but it's a good card to have. Play. Here's Nalo. No attacks. This is okay. Hubdra's chest. No attacks. I'm happy to see that. Or Hubra's chest. What did I say? Cube would have been probably better than chest. 4 cards in hand. One is an implosion. Does not have. There are not enough cards that he could to be able to conceivably. I guess he would have attacked if he had double crushing surf. Would have just attacked surf. So I think this Gargagnor is going to live. Gargagnor living is very good for us. We're going to be able to leave up Barqua's bubble next turn. And in turns to come, and then we should be able to slowly grind our way to putting to eventually controlling the board with Kybar's Fang, or getting Gargagnor loops going. We are in. I think we're in really good shape, and we've disrupted him enough that he's having trouble interchanging M'Rika out. Having trouble with this mouse because it's not plugged in all the way. Is it now? All right. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, we're going back to my turn. Sorry. Energize my dreams to 5. We will start by foresighting. Top 2. Gravity cleansing. We definitely don't want a second cleansing. That's gonna go to the bin. I think if I want gravity, I'll be pretty comfortable just unearthing. If there's a situation in which I want gravity, I'll just unearth for it. So yeah. So we're going to make Plaything, Agram's Plaything, Kybar's Teeth. We're going to play Barqua's Bubble. We're going to go to combat and punch this Parathin down. We're going to preserve our Greater Garg. And we're going to unearth the Plaything. Tomes of the Great Library, which only Shadow Empress out of this deck can play, and get back this card, which is now Kybar's Teeth. Hooray! We're not playing it this turn, we're just leaving up Bubble. Greater Gargagnor, very hard for Oroth decks to kill, and because it blanks Tidal Wave and Undertow. Draw some cards. Emec's Forge is another good one, and yeah, we are doing the thing. Energized to 16. 4 cards in hand, 1's Implosion. Going to be a little tricky to get a little tricky to see how he counts to 16 here. Yeah, I mean the fast start. The Maelstrom was actually maybe good. It seems because it kept him from it kept him off solid footing. You know, two more cards. Okay. Well, here's 7 being spent. Severos. That's probably good against me, right? Yeah. Choosing a creature in an opponent's discard pile. That's like not terrible, but it's not great. It plays a Nalo or a Parathin from my discard pile. Neither of which are hugely exciting. Also, it pays costs from Severos, so like it wouldn't be without like Submerge Belt or Submerge Orothean Belt or something. All right, we have more spam content in the chat. Thanks for that. Come on. This mouse is pretty new and it's supposed to be pretty good. Why is it having trouble? Can I ban this person? I might not be signed. I might need to be signed in to do that. But... Okay, so he is gonna dredge back a creature from my discard pile. Gets a Parathin, sure. Pays the costs from Severos. He's gonna twist. So he's probably gonna twist away the Severos to see if he can get a good creature off it. I would guess that his deck is not without hits. Okay. So Cataclysm as a card to try and get the flip kill for Warada. Jingjak is here. That's not a great hit, but does Parathin ignore regional restrictions? Does not seem to. I'm going to see if it was eroded. Our Dream Twist, no, it doesn't look like that is errata. Yeah, don't play core creatures that your magic can't. Don't play. Yeah, I mean, I think that was maybe a desperation Dream Twist, but I also think that Jing Jack is that you don't. I promise I will not be upset with your playtesting, friends, if you only put the playtest cards that you think are actual good fits for the deck into it. Yeah, so uh, yeah, I think technically it probably leaves the Jing Jack on top of the deck. Or as you reveal and discard. Yeah, like if you think you're ever gonna spin a Parathin, don't put creatures in your deck that your Magi can't play. Uh, and probably don't put 3 energy creatures other than Parathin in your deck at all. It just seems unwise. It's my turn. I will probably be getting. Okay, it's my turn. We'll figure that out when we have a moment again. So energize to 7. I can kill M'Rika here. I probably. Uh, I can. Killing M'Rika does require. It does necessarily involve attacking a creature with the real boy Gargagnor, which I don't love. Um, I get. Oh, I could. No, I can't get a Dream Balm back off of. It's awkward. Yeah, Kybar's Fang doesn't help. I guess. Oh no, 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 it doesn't. I can get back. Uh. Oh, I don't have 2 Plaything. Oh, I can unearth for. Yeah. Okay. I've figured out the line. Um. So I'm gonna unearth for just whatever. Probably Stone Storm, I guess. Or yeah, I think so. So unearth for Stone Storm, discarding a Greater Garg. Yeah, because I am expecting to lose my I'm expecting to lose wall here. Goodbye to the Plaything, return this Gargagnor, put a mark on this Gargagnor to okay, new Gargagnor unearth uh, chip away the rock slide, which I don't think is going to be super useful, and return a plaything to my hand. Play it. And would you look at that? It has 1 energy. We're going to play an Emec's Forge. Foresight, I guess. We are nearing the end of our deck. I really want to draw this Maelstrom, I think. Plaything, I think I don't want to draw very much. But I very much want a Maelstrom in hand to try and cobble together lethal on a because I'm expecting Wall to maybe die here. Although Greater Gargagnors are pretty hard to kill through a bubble. Like Cataclysm doesn't do it. So punch M'Rika's like M'Rika is down, having interchanged exactly once. So we are happy about that. We're drawing Maelstrom. We're pretty happy about that. Next turn, if we next turn we can either reshuffle our deck by milling any card, or we can not reshuffle our deck by not milling any card. When those of you new to Imagination, you don't lose when you deck. If you would draw a card during your draw step, when you have an empty deck, you reshuffle your discard pile into your deck and continue your draw step drawing. Other draw step other draw step or other times when you would draw the okay, come on. Okay. I don't understand how I can be having troubles with this mouse. It's very new. Okay, Trader's Reach. Oh, this thing's a relic. It's not a creature right now. So Trader's Reach is not relevant. It A doesn't kill a Greater Gargagnor, and B, he would need like a Contaminate or something to a Contaminate or a Twilight Moat or something to uh, actually turn it on. But yeah, this just seems like a nightmare matchup for Artie. Artie's deck. Just all his removal lines up super poorly against the Greater Gargagnors. It's sort of just sort of attacking the game on an axis that his deck is not prepared for. He's sort of trying to do the same sort of grindy value thing, and like my deck just gets this just gets the engine going faster, and uh, he doesn't really have the correct tools for disruption. So uh, we're I say that, and now I'm gonna just it's gonna be I don't know even know like tomes for Siphon Vortex and tomes for Siphon Vortex. Uh, yeah, I don't even know where you would go from there. Killing the other one isn't even that good unless you can also kill Wall, but uh, We're gonna block the spam account. I think this one is also a scam account, but they didn't post a link or anything, so uh, are we doing things? Oh, yeah, ban. There we go. All right. We're researching for a spell. Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess if you can the kill both Gargs and the Plaything and put a creature into play, maybe I could lose this game, but probably not. Also, I can blank a spell with attacks one of your creature. You may shuffle. Yeah, and then okay. I guess maybe MX Forge is bad in this deck. It only cares about it only protects Greater Gargagnors from attacks, which they're already pretty good against, or being discarded from play while they have energy, which can only happen from. I guess it can happen from powers. Uh, yeah, or when solid is locked. Maybe this card's okay. Um, Storm of Fishes. Uh, that is good. Goodbye, farewell to my hand. Yeah, I don't. I think this is not a good Storm of Fishes deck. Also, um, yeah, last two cards are Korth and Nightmare Construct. That's not going to do it. I guess it could keep him alive for another turn. Uh, yeah. So Stone Storm. There's a Stone Storm. There are cards in my graveyard. We were discussing the cards that he could research for out of my discard pile. Um, he Stone Storm is probably the best one in that it is not immediately blanked by solid on Greater Gargagnor. Uh, but he can't push it through. He didn't have a way to push it through Barqua's bubble, so uh, all right. So Yeah, I didn't have a way to tomes for lethal here, and so yeah, deck one, like I said, pretty good matchup. Probably just all when all of their removal is direct removal and spells that discard creatures from play while they have energy. Uh, Greater Gargagnor is really hard to beat, and uh, yeah, also deck maybe a little having some problems like spinning the Parathin into the Jing Jack. Uh, like, but yeah, but the deck did its thing, and the thing I think is pretty cool. Probably not playing this in the tournament because there are a lot of things that it's much. There are a lot of matchups where it's going to be much softer than it is here, and uh, but it's a cool deck. We didn't get to see Warada do her thing, but uh, you know, if we had been able to hang on to some spells, we likely would have been going into her with our deck reshuffled. Likely that there would have been we would have been able to uh, uh, likely that we would have been able to make some moves. Maybe would have been able to play. We had a bunch of X spells before we got Storm of Fished on M'Rika. If we uh, reshuffled, I guess reshuffling our discard pile before we have a Gargagnor in there means that M'Rika can't twist for one. Uh, but so that would have been a decision to make if we'd had to continue playing to close out the game. But yeah, deck's cool. Uh, Hopefully you thought so too, and that'll be it for the stream today. Peace.